Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
A rabies advisory has been issued for Wayne County. The MAC Board of Trustees will be meeting on Thursday, and changes are on the horizon to the Ozark National Scenic Riverways. All of these stories are coming up.
I'm Storm Tracker Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. It looks like some spring-like weather's on the way for southeast Missouri. All the detail is coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, I'm Fred Dawkins. Thanks for joining us. Here's the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. Health officials are on the alert since there's an increase of rabies cases in Missouri. The most recent is a horse from near Williamsville. With an increase of these types of cases, the Missouri Health Department has put Wayne County under a rabies advisory for 90 days. Wayne County Health Department nurse Crystal Upley tells 18 Eyewitness News why this particular horse was tested.
The owner had noted some unusual behavior and had taken it to have it looked to see what was going on with it.
Crystal explains what to look for in pets to determine if they may have rabies.
Any kind of unusual behavior in the animal is usually the number one sign, or if you just notice them salivating at the mouth a lot. For more information about rabies, visit our website, KDKZ18.com.
Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Looks like it's going to be a good weekend, Dustin.
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at temperatures right now, we're ranging from 36 in Festus to 38 in St. Genevieve and Fredericktown. A little bit warmer down to our south in the lower 40s in most areas to our south. Clear skies remain overnight tonight, 35 degrees at 7 p.m., 31 by 9, and by midnight we're down to 29. What's in store for your forecast for tomorrow? Well, some warmer weather's on the way. All the details coming up next, or later rather, in our Storm Tracker weather forecast.
The Friends of the Bonne Terre Memorial Library is having their 10th annual Trivia Night in a couple of weeks. Special Services Coordinator Amanda Karen explains the event will be a lot of fun.
A lot of rivalry. Local teams get together, they name their teams, and it's always a good time, a lot of fun.
This year's event will take place at the Bonne Terre Heritage Hall on Saturday, March 16th at 7 o'clock. The price is $10 per person for 8 to 10 player teams. Now there's also going to be a chili supper that starts at around 6. The price for the chili is included in trivia fee. Karen mentions that the proceeds from the trivia night will go to the library. Due to spring break at Mineral Area College, the MAC Board of Trustees will meet Thursday for their regular monthly meeting, which is a week earlier than normal. Topics in discussion include purchase order and requisitions over $10,000. Dean of Students, Jean Merrill Dose, will discuss the spring enrollment, and there will be a foundation update from Julia Dill. Rusty Strawn will also update the board on current construction at the campus. The meeting will be held at 2 p.m. on Thursday. In recognition of the American Civil War sesquicentennial, the Civil War in Missouri, Kansas, and Arkansas exhibit is now on display at the Visitor Contact Station in Van Buren, Missouri through the end of the year. District Interpretive Ranger Kathy Rungel tells 18 Eyewitness News how this area was lucky to get such an exhibit.
The National Park Service created this exhibit so that we could share it with different Park Service units, and we were one of the lucky ones. They got to kind of put our name in the hat, and we received this to be able to share with the public.
For more information on the exhibit, visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on this story. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, the Ozark National Scenic Riverways will see some changes. That story coming up on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. For the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
How can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Due to the recent sesquicitation, the Ozark National Scenic Riverways will reduce hours and services. With the loss of $326,681 in funding, which is about 5%, the ONSR sesquitation planning includes eliminating interpretive programs, evening campfire programs, and round spring cave tours in one park district. Superintendent Bill Black explains why these cuts had to happen.
Over the course of the last few weeks while I've tried to make that decision, being here at the Capitol, I see that my job as a state representative, I just came in from the November election. I have a 2-year term to fulfill. I feel that my first obligation is to those citizens who have sent me here to Jefferson City.
The Big Spring Campground will be open in the summer months, but is planned to be closed the rest of the year. Trash collection, water service, and restroom janitorial services are prepared to be eliminated or curtailed for all of the smaller campgrounds. For a list of activities that have been canceled, visit our website at kdkz18.com and click on this story. A boil water order has been issued for the west side of the city of Leadwood. This is due to a motor vehicle accident that took out the fire hydrant on West Street. We'll keep you updated when the boil water order has been lifted. 73-year-old Daniel Stroder of Wampapello, who had been in jail for violating probation by writing a bad check, collapsed and died in a Cape Girardeau County courtroom. Stroder was awaiting his arraignment when he began to feel ill and then collapsed. Crews rushed him to a Cape Girardeau hospital where he was pronounced dead. Stroder had about 40 cases that had gone through Missouri courtrooms. A Stoddard County man has filed a lawsuit after he says he had problems getting his concealed carry endorsement on his driver's license, which, according to Eric Griffin, has concealed carry endorsements have been approved by the sheriff. Griffin went to the Stoddard County License Bureau to have it put on his license. The office reportedly wanted several documents, including his birth certificate and residency documents, to keep on file. According to his attorney, Stoddard County Prosecuting Attorney Russ Oliver, providing that information is illegal. A trial judge issued a temporary restraining order over the practice on Monday and scheduled a hearing for March the 12th. Oliver says the order is limited to the Stoddard County License Office. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, we will have the latest Missouri State headlines.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Time now for a 2-minute tour of Missouri. A faulty smoker may be to blame for a fire that destroyed the Bandanas Barbecue restaurant in Crystal City early Wednesday morning. By the time fire crews arrived, flames were spreading to the roof. Strong winds made fighting the fire difficult. The restaurant was closed at the time of the fire, and no injuries were reported. St. Louis-based SSM Healthcare will acquire the Adrian Medical Center in Mexico, Missouri. The agreement between the SSM people and hospital will be effective on April the 1st. Under the agreement, SSM Healthcare will own and operate the 88-bed acute care hospital and its 9 MedChoice rural clinics. Financial terms of the sale were not disclosed. A movie screen said to be the largest in the region is making its debut at Kansas City's Union Station. Union Station officials say they'll open the 74-foot Extreme Screen Theater at 9 p.m. on Thursday, showing a Disney 3-day film, Oz the Great and Powerful. Now, starting Friday, when the film opens nationwide, 5 daily times will be offered. The 5-story high screen is part of a renovation that transformed the movie theater into a 3D digital theater. After winning the Democratic primary on Tuesday, St. Louis Mayor Francis Slay is on the verge of becoming St. Louis's first ever 4-term mayor. Final but unofficial results had Slay with 54% of the votes and Aldermanic President Lewis Reed with 44%. Former Alderman Jimmy Matthews got about 1%, and there are no Republican candidates, and Slay will be heavily favored over Green Party candidate James McNeely in the April general election. McNeely was unopposed in the Green Party primary. Longtime head of a Southwestern Missouri Emergency Management Office, Ryan Nichols, has been named director of the State Emergency Management Agency. Department of Public Safety Director Jerry Lee announced the appointment on Tuesday. Nichols replaces Donald King, who has served on an interim basis since last year's retirement of SEMA Director Paul Parameter.
And coming up next in weather, it looks like we could see some spring-like weather for the weekend. All the details next. We'll be right back.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
Looks like spring-like weather is on the way for southeast Missouri. Let's talk about the weather headlines, and we're going to be seeing the sunny skies continue through the beginning of the weekend. Showers develop on Sunday with possible thunderstorms. And like I said, temperatures are going to be on a warming trend, giving us a spring-like feel here in southeast Missouri. 36 right now in Festus. Doesn't seem too spring-like out there right now. 38 in St. Genevieve as well as in Fredericktown. Cape Girardeau at 41 degrees. 41 down in Poplar Bluff. 38 right now in Van Buren. Currently here at the studio, we have mostly clear skies and a temperature of 37 degrees. Feels like 30 out there because of that north-northwest wind at 9 miles per hour. Current dew point at 23. And our current humidity is at 56%. What's in store for you Thursday? Plenty of sunshine throughout southeast Missouri. All the bad weather is scooted off to the east, giving us nice weather and a warming trend throughout southeast Missouri. So for tonight, clear skies, low around 21 degrees, north wind 5 to 10. Probably the last night of really cold air for the next couple of days at least. 22 in Festus, 24 in St. Genevieve and Fredericktown, 24 in Van Buren, and 27 overnight in Poplar Bluff. Then tomorrow, some areas near 50 degrees. It'll be a nice day tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine, 51 in Ironton, 51 in Van Buren, Piedmont 50, 48 in Cape Girardeau, and Fredericktown, St. Genevieve at 47. Next several days look like this throughout southeast Missouri. More warm air moves in for Friday, high of 58, plenty of sunshine. Sunshine continues on Saturday, near 60 in most areas. Some areas to our south could be in the mid-60s in some areas. Sunday, same for temperatures. However, we've got an increase in cloud cover, possibility of some showers, maybe a rumble of thunder throughout southeast Missouri. 48 though on Monday with some showers in the area, and then we're back in the 50s for Tuesday and Wednesday, near 60 by Wednesday. Looking at that forecast for the weekend once again, plenty of sunshine throughout southeast Missouri, not a bad day at all. high around 60 degrees, maybe some thunderstorms possible on your Sunday with a high of 60. That's Check Out Your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh, commonly called a bladder sling, you may be entitled to a significant cash award. Many women implanted with this device have suffered discomfort, excruciating pain, and even incontinence. The FDA has even warned that pelvic meshes may cause serious injuries, including pain, scarring, infection, incontinence, and discomfort. If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh,
call the Rely On Group at 800-796-6986.
Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, how to deal with those 3 little words every parent hates to hear.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Tired of looking for the nearest coffee shop when you really need to get online for free? Well, I've got a better solution you can put in your pocket. Details ahead on Money Talks News.
Three little words no parent ever wants to hear from their child, but many kids say them. Dr. Bill Meyer here is to tell us how to deal with it when your kids say, "I hate you."
I hate you!
Whether they're teens or toddlers, it's never pleasant to hear those words. But parents do hear them.
I don't want you to be my dad anymore, or I hate you, or you're not allowed to talk to me anymore. He said things like that, you know, because he doesn't like what I'm saying.
It's about them wanting something and it being cut off. So they hate the feeling. They hate you because you created the feeling.
It's probably even tougher to hear it from teens because they should know better, right?
He, on the way home in the car, just started shouting at us and yelling at us and saying, "Why can't you be like my friend's parents and just leave me alone?" And finally then he just burst out, "I hate you, just leave me alone, get out of my life."
And so the emotions are basically the driver of the bus. And you hop on, you're going for a wild ride. You're going to be so frustrated and it's just going to end up with yelling and screaming.
So when those words are thrown at you, whether from a little kid or a big kid, try to stay calm. You're really just a convenient target.
When everyone's cooled down and everyone feels more in control of their emotions, we can talk and figure out what was really going on.
But that doesn't mean you should ignore inappropriate comments. Kids of all ages need to understand that hateful words hurt parents. They also need to know they'll be held accountable for their behavior. But no matter what, talk it out.
We talk about speaking in an honoring way to one another, a respectful way, to be able to share our frustrations and our angers in a constructive way.
Because families who love each other shouldn't hurt each other, Jan had some particularly wise words for her teenager.
There is nothing that you can do or that you can say that will change the fact that I love you. And because I love you, I'm going to do what I believe is the best for you, regardless of whether you like it or not.
For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. Data plans from cellular companies can be a big expense, but you may be able to cut that cost. Money expert Stacy Johnson explains in this report.
I don't consider $50 a month being a good deal to pay for internet service.
If you've got a smartphone or pay big bucks for home internet service, you know the feeling. It costs too much. But there are new solutions.
No contracts, no bills, just free.
It's called Freedom Pop. They send you a little wireless access point like this. You stick it in your pocket, pull it out, you've got wireless internet anywhere. You can hook up to 10 devices to it, your phone, your iPad, and as long as you use less than 500 megabytes a month, it doesn't cost a dime. Here's how it works. You put up a $99 deposit for the Photon, then you use up to 500 megabytes a month free. If you return it within the year, you get your money back. If you don't return it, you own it, but you still get your 500 megabytes monthly free. Now, how much is 500 megabytes? Well, it's enough to check your email, maybe surf the web, not enough to download and watch a bunch of movies. And if you go over, you're going to get charged. The next tier of service is 2 gigabytes. That's $18 a month. Still cheaper, though, than some cell plans. You can also earn extra data free by bringing in friends, doing surveys, stuff like that. Now, there are disadvantages. Chief among them, this is wireless internet, like a cell phone, which means coverage isn't consistent. In fact, it may not work at all in some parts of the country. Bottom line, the internet is critical to life in America, and it is about time it got cheaper. Freedom Pop's not the only thing you can do. You want to see how to get the cheapest internet? We'll show you. Just go to moneytalksnews.com and do a search for cheap internet. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, Farmington announces their new head football coach. The Kings come back to win over the St. Louis Blues, and the Tigers win at home yet again. It's all coming up here in Sports Zone.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs. And they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
The Farmington School District Board announced on Tuesday the hiring of Eric Krupe for the position of head football coach. At a press conference on Tuesday, Krupe said that he has a large background in coaching, including coaching at Truman State University and Missouri S&T in Rolla. He explains what brought him to the Farmington region.
Well, from the second that I saw the job was open, I told my wife, I want this job, we're going after it. My wife, first off, has family from down here, so that's exciting for her and her family. But at the same time, the school, its tradition academically, its tradition athletically, all things that make it a very attractive job, and I'm excited to get going.
For the past 3 years, Krupe has served as the special education teacher and defensive coordinator at Rolla High School. Farmington's athletic director, Pat Burns, explains the process in which the district went through to find a new head football coach.
The process we went through is, we look for someone who could submit a transition plan and a vision of football. One, the transition plan from coming into a new position, and then what their vision of what they think Farmington football could be.
Burns said that Eric's plan and vision stood well out above the rest. The LA Kings continue to have the Blues' number. The team that bounced St. Louis out of the playoffs from last year roared right back from a 3-goal deficit to win 6-4 on Tuesday night. The Blues were up 4-1 just over 6 minutes into the second period and led 4-2 going into the third, before Mike Richards, Jake Musin, and Jeff Carter scored on LA's first 7 shots. Lawrence Bowers had 24 points and 11 rebounds in his final home game in what turned out to be a rough return to former Mizzou coach Mike Anderson. The Tigers beat out the Arkansas Razorbacks 93-63 to finish the home portion of their schedule 17-0. That's today in sports. Fred and Dustin, guys, it's back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Taking a look at your forecast for the rest of this evening, we're going to be seeing a nice evening for the most part, a little on the chilly side. Clear skies, 35 degrees at 7 p.m., 31 by 9. By midnight, we're down to 29 degrees. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News. Hope you have a great evening. News Watch is next, and we'll see you back here tonight at 10 o'clock.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com. Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.